Imagine being handed a prescription, not for a new medication, but for a simple, free, and profoundly powerful activity that could fundamentally rewire your metabolism, silence the underlying cause of one of the world's most pervasive health crises, and add vibrant years to your life. This isn't science fiction. It's the reality for millions discovering that the key to conquering insulin resistance has been right beneath their feet all along. We live in a world obsessed with complex solutions, cutting-edge pharmaceuticals, extreme diets, and expensive biohacking gadgets. But what if the most potent tool for metabolic health is also the most ancient and overlooked? Today, we're diving deep into the undeniable, science-backed power of walking. Specifically, we're unpacking what happens to your body, your cells, and your insulin sensitivity when you commit to the seemingly modest goal of 8,000 steps per day. This isn't just about weight loss or general fitness. This is a targeted exploration of how consistent, steady walking acts like a master key, unlocking your body's innate ability to manage blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and reverse the trajectory of insulin resistance. Forget everything you think you know about needing high-intensity, grueling workouts to see real change. The evidence is mounting that for the vast majority of people, the gentle, consistent rhythm of a daily walk is the sustainable secret weapon their metabolism has been desperately craving. We will journey through the cellular mechanisms, explore the hormonal symphony that walking orchestrates, and reveal the compelling data that positions this humble activity as a cornerstone of metabolic health. So, if you're tired of the roller coaster of blood sugar spikes and crashes, if you're frustrated by confusing dietary advice, or if you simply want to take proactive, empowering control of your health, you are in the right place. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you will never look at a simple walk the same way again. Let's start by demystifying the enemy: insulin resistance. Think of your body's cells as millions of tiny, secure buildings. Insulin is the master key that unlocks the front doors of these buildings to allow glucose, the energy from the food you eat, to enter from the bloodstream. When you have insulin resistance, it's as if the locks on those doors have become rusty and gummed up. The pancreas, seeing high levels of glucose lingering dangerously in the blood, panics and produces even more insulin, jiggling the key furiously. For a while, this works. But over time, the locks get worse, the pancreas gets exhausted, and blood sugar levels begin to creep up, leading directly to prediabetes and ultimately type 2 diabetes. This isn't just about sugar. It's a systemic failure of energy distribution that fuels inflammation, accelerates aging, and dramatically increases the risk for heart disease, stroke, and even Alzheimer's. Now, enter walking. When you take those 8,000 steps, you aren't just burning a few calories. You are initiating a massive, whole-body renovation project. The very first thing that happens is your muscles, which are the primary storage sites for glucose, start to contract. This contraction is a game changer. It activates special proteins called GLUT4 transporters. Think of GLUT4 transporters as emergency side doors on your cells. They don't need the insulin key. Muscle contraction directly signals these GLUT4 transporters to rush to the cell surface and usher glucose inside, completely bypassing the rusty front door lock. This is monumental. With every step you take, you are giving your body an alternative, highly efficient pathway to clear glucose from your blood, providing immediate relief to your overworked pancreas, and beginning the process of de-rusting those insulin locks. This isn't theoretical. It's a measurable, physiological event that starts with your very first step and compounds with consistency. But the magic of walking 8,000 steps a day extends far beyond this immediate mechanical glucose clearance. The true, long-term power lies in its ability to remodel your muscle tissue at a fundamental level. Your skeletal muscles are not just passive tissue. They are your largest metabolic organ, and they are highly adaptive. When you engage in daily walking, you are sending a persistent, gentle signal to your muscles that they need to become more metabolically efficient. This triggers a cascade of adaptations. The density and efficiency of your mitochondria, the power plants within your cells, increase significantly. With more and better mitochondria, your muscles become phenomenal at burning both glucose and fat for fuel, which further reduces the glucose burden in your bloodstream. Furthermore, this consistent activity reduces chronic, low-grade inflammation, a key driver of those rusty insulin locks. Fat stored within muscle cells, known as intramucosal lipid, is a major contributor to insulin resistance. It literally gums up the works. Walking, particularly at a pace where you can still hold a conversation, preferentially taps into your fat stores for energy. Over weeks and months of hitting that 8,000 step goal, you systematically deplete these harmful intramuscular fat deposits, effectively cleaning the internal machinery of your cells and restoring their sensitivity to insulin. This is why walking is so much more effective than sporadic, intense exercise for many people with insulin resistance. It's a sustainable, low-stress stimulus that encourages your body to become a lean, mean, glucose cleaning machine without the inflammatory cortisol spike that can sometimes come from excessive high-intensity training. It's a gentle, persistent reprogramming of your body's core metabolic software. Now, you might be wondering, why 8,000? Is this just an arbitrary number? The answer is a resounding no. The often cited 10,000 step goal was originally a marketing tool for a Japanese pedometer in the 1,960 seconds. Modern science has moved beyond that, using large-scale epidemiological studies and rigorous clinical trials to pinpoint a dose-response relationship between step count and health outcomes. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association followed thousands of older adults for years and found a clear, progressive reduction in mortality risk up to about 8,000 steps per day, after which the benefits plateaued. For insulin resistance specifically, research consistently shows that the greatest leap in benefit occurs when moving from a sedentary lifestyle, often defined as less than 3,000 to 4,000 steps a day, to a moderately active one. Hitting 8,000 steps represents that sweet spot. It's a challenging yet achievable target for most people that provides a substantial metabolic stimulus without being so daunting that it leads to burnout or injury. It represents a volume of activity that significantly increases total daily energy expenditure, improves cardiovascular fitness, and, most importantly, provides that daily muscle contraction therapy needed to keep the GLUT4 pathways active and the insulin receptors sensitive. It's a number backed by data, a tangible and powerful threshold that separates a metabolically protective lifestyle from a metabolically destructive one. And the beauty of it is its flexibility. Those 8,000 steps don't have to be done in one go. They can be accumulated throughout the day, a walk after breakfast, a stroll during your lunch break, pacing while on a phone call. This accumulation is powerful because it repeatedly activates those glucose cleaning mechanisms, providing multiple small hits of metabolic benefit that keep blood sugar levels stable all day long. So, we understand the why and the how much. Now, let's talk about the how in a way that seamlessly integrates this practice into the fabric of your life, making it a non-negotiable ritual for your metabolic health. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Your first mission is to get a pedometer. Your smartphone likely has one built right into its health app. Wear it for a few days to establish your baseline. Don't judge the number. Just observe it. If you're averaging 3,000 steps, your first goal is 4,000. Once that feels easy, nudge it up to 5,000. Use the principle of small, incremental wins to gradually and sustainably build towards that 8,000 step milestone. This prevents the all-or-nothing mindset that derails so many health journeys. Secondly, reframe what walking time means. It is not lost time. It is an investment in your long-term vitality. Pair your walks with something you enjoy, listening to an audiobook, a captivating podcast, or making phone calls to friends and family. This practice, known as temptation bundling, makes the activity something you look forward to. Seek out green spaces. Studies show that walking in nature, or forest bathing, can further reduce stress hormones like cortisol, which directly antagonize insulin, providing a double-barreled benefit for your metabolic health. Remember, The pace is intentionally moderate. You should be able to speak in full sentences. This is not about breathlessness. It's about rhythmic, consistent movement that tells your body it's safe to burn energy efficiently. This is your daily medicine, your moving meditation, your proactive stand against insulin resistance. It is the single most accessible and powerful lever you can pull every single day to rewrite your health story. And this is where your power truly lies. You now possess a profound secret, a piece of knowledge that can completely alter the course of your health. You understand that inside you, with every single step you take, you are activating a hidden, insulin-independent pathway to shuttle glucose into your muscles. You are remodeling those muscles to be more efficient, reducing harmful fat within them, and cooling down the fires of systemic inflammation. You are wielding a tool that is free, requires no special equipment, and is available to you from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. The science is clear, the path is simple, and the results are life-changing. But knowledge without action is just a trivia fact. The single most important step you will take today is the first one. Right after this video, I want you to stand up and take a 5-minute walk. Just 5 minutes. Let that be your declaration of intent. Let it be the physical manifestation of your decision to take control. And I want you to lock in this commitment. If this video opened your eyes, if it made you see the simple, powerful path to defeating insulin resistance, then do me a huge favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Why? Because every like and every subscription tells the YouTube algorithm that this is important, life-changing information, and it helps this channel reach more people just like you, people who are searching for a real, sustainable solution to their metabolic health struggles. By subscribing, you're ensuring you don't miss our deep dives into other powerful, evidence-based health strategies. So, what are you waiting for? Your body is waiting to be walked. Your metabolism is begging for the signal. Let's get those steps. I will see you in the next video.